It's just the wave.
What up, world? It's your boy Jeff, aka Cool Boy Jeff, right here. This is the only place you can find the wave. It's the Wave 804. I feel like this man don't need no introduction because he got too many for himself. Rapper, singer, and he's a whole entrepreneur, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight out the foe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing else. My lips just dry. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and introduce himself. Go ahead, homie.
Hell yeah, yo, it's your boy Rad Win. It's coming out of Richmond, bro. Hey, I'm putting on for the city, bro, trying to make big things happen. Bro, I'm on the wave right now, and everybody get it popping, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. Definitely, I want to get into it. You're a singer first, right?
So, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So, as far as singing, you was blessed with the sound to bring people to your music.
Mm-hmm.
When did you started to think when you was able to sing? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, you know,
Yeah.
Trey Songz, Chris Brown came out way back in the day. They thought
Mm-hmm.
that all they could sing good when they in the shower.
For sure.
But you know what I'm saying? So when did you think about that for yourself?
Oh, man, well, see, I've actually been singing since I was in chorus in church when I was 5. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom, Deuce. She had me that thing, you know, she drugged me in there too. I didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying, but I actually had kind of a gift for it, you know what I'm saying. I started getting solos and stuff, and I was like, hold up. Maybe I might be on to something right here real quick. And so, and then, you know, I started singing in high school. And I really originally did it just to do it, you know what I'm saying, just an easy A. You know what I'm saying, that thing was easy in school, bro. Like, you know, it was, you just show up and sing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that turned into, you know, me going in the stew, and one day we had just started messing around, bro. My engineer had put on the R&B jump, and he actually just left. You know what I'm saying? He put it on and left and walked out, and I had just started singing on it, and I was like, yo, hold up, bro. Hey, he came back in there. I was like, bro, play that back for me, bro. Play that back. Let me hear that. And he played it back for me, bro, and we was like, whoa, like, bro, what is you doing? Like, hello, forget what you doing. Forget the rap right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on this. And then ever since then, you know what I'm saying, that's really what I've been kind of focusing on. It's not just where I haven't forgotten about rapping, you know what I'm saying, but mainly right now it's just my R&B is really where it's at. And I really don't even call it R&B, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to actually start my own way. It's called Jiggy Pop.
Okay.
And pretty much what it is it's just like my lyrics catchy, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing melodies on a lot of my songs, and then the beats, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be stuck in your head, and pretty much what I'm trying to do is, bro, I'm just trying to start my own way. I'm trying to be like the Jiggy Justin Timberlake, bro. That's really what I'm trying to shoot for right now. So, you know what I'm saying, but yeah.
That's respect, man.
Sure.
So now you heard the R&B song, and you was sitting there, you was flowing with it.
Yeah.
What was the face of like your engineer when he was hearing you sing to the R&B joint?
Yeah, they was just like, whoa, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had been rocking with my rapping, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Ray at Verified Sounds. It's right off Gray Street, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get right.
Okay.
But, I mean, we was just in that jank, and we was messing around, bro. It was just funny. And when he heard that jank, he was like, bro, I can mess this jank up, you know what I'm saying? I can really rock with this. And once he got his hands on it, bro, like, after we did that, it was actually, the song was, it's called Confusion, and I haven't even dropped it yet, but it was, once we heard that jank, man, we was like, okay, we cooking with gas, bro, like, and then the next week, I had got my beats from my producers, and then we started working, you know what I'm saying, and ever since then, I was able to come up with my songs, for my EP that I just dropped, Set the Vibe, and bro, it's on now, so, yeah, but.
So, excuse me. So ever since then, what has been the change since then to now, according to your music, with both your singing and your rapping?
Yeah, I mean, I've just grown, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten more confident in my abilities to sing, you know what I'm saying? I think that was the main thing, you know. I had always known I could sing, but I didn't really know I could sing on a song and, you know what I'm saying, write a song that has a message behind it. And the main thing is, you know, ever since I figured out that, I can really do this singing stuff, I've just been consistently in my notebook, you know what I'm saying, writing, and making sure that my songwriting can match my abilities as a singer. Because I'm trying to be an artist, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be a rapper or a singer, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be an artist, and being an artist is, you know what I'm saying, being able to do everything that they ask for you to do, bro. So, you know, I know sometimes it could be, you know, like, dang, bro, like, dang, this song could be a hit, but I gotta come the right way. So I'm able to incorporate some of my, you know what I'm saying, rapping flows. I can switch it up here, be like, oh, you know, this will sound good right here. Let me switch it up, or let me make sure my ad lib right here is fire. And it's just like them little things that I was able to grasp from being an artist and really doing this over for an extended period of time. I think, you know what I'm saying, it's been beautiful. So
that's definitely like a hell of a grind, bro. And so you've been working.
Yeah.
So now, when were you blessed to start having people listening to your music and you starting to get a whole bunch of views on? I know that all of your music has to be on so many social media sites and music sites, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like that you was like blowing up at the time? You know what I'm saying? When you had so many people listening to your music?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely been times where it's like, whoa, bro, like, dang, how'd that happen? And really, what I would tell anybody, bro, the best way to blow up your music or to, you know what I'm saying, get a fan base is you gotta travel. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta network. You gotta meet the right people. You gotta connect with the right people. And you also have to have something that people want to listen to, that everybody can really, you know what I'm saying, gravitate towards. And I think that's really the main thing. Like, I mean, I talked about, everybody can talk about having money or having cars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just like me, I talk about like having it, you know what I'm saying, that stuff, but having fun at the same time and loving what you're doing and really just, you know what I'm saying, being in touch with who you are, you know what I'm saying, not lying, you know what I'm saying, you don't gotta flex or nothing, like, bro, my music is true. And whenever somebody gonna listen to it, they gonna be like, dang, bro, this is true to myself too, like, this song I can really vibe with, and I think that's really why, you know what I'm saying, my music be going up. And cause bro, I can show you my reposts on SoundCloud, bro, you like, dang, bro, like, this dude, Chapo, Adam 22, like, oh, bro, like, bro, how you do that? And like, bro, I be getting DMs, like, bro, how your Jakes be going up? Cause I know the right people, bro, and I met the right people, and they vibe with my energy, you know what I'm saying? And everything's all about energy, bro. And if you got good energy, bro, people always gonna rock with you. So,
of course.
Yeah.
So, did you ever have to work with anybody, or do you do any ads that you're able to put your music on a certain playlist and you can blow up just like that too?
Well, I mean, it's like,
as far as streaming goes.
Yeah, streaming. I mean, it's more like, yo, you got to make sure that the people that you know what I'm saying, they gonna help you out at any time you drop your music, bro. I mean, I would tell anybody, bro, get an email list, get a contact list, you know what I'm saying, get a group chat going with your homies or whatever that make music. Cause bro, send them links. Anytime you drop it, send them links. Cause repost is really where it's at, bro. Repost is how you get your music out there, bro. Cause like, think of it like this, bro. Your friends on Facebook. So if you drop a video and your friends share the video, all their friends are gonna see the video, and then they might share the video, and then that's how, you know what I'm saying, shit start going viral. So imagine if you get your friends who's lit, you know what I'm saying, or anybody in your city that's lit, that's making music, bro. Reach out to them, hit them up, like, yo, bro, can you give me a repost, or what's up, check me out, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you'll be surprised how many people is really willing to listen to you, bro, or just to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't I think about hitting this dude up or whatever? Because, I mean, bro, 9 times out of 10, if your music go and you believe in your music, somebody else is going to hear the same thing that you're hearing, bro. So, and I think that's really the main thing, bro. People got to step out the comfort zone. And,
of course.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? You got to break down that barrier that you got, like, oh, bro, I'm in the box. Like, nah, you're not in the box, bro. You can do anything you think of, bro. Bro, why ain't you hitting no Drake? You never know what can happen, bro. You see Drake taking dudes off the street, JB, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, he make artists, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, who you know. You never know who on your follow list know somebody, bro. So that's really my main thing, bro. Connections, bro. Connect.
So, you know, I feel like it's very smooth, like how you speak about networking. You be able to work with other people. You be able to shop your music around. Do you feel like that's a very big thing that a lot of people that's coming up is missing, not only in Richmond, Virginia, but just like anywhere, period? Anywhere,
bro. I mean, I think that's the main thing. People get caught up in being that nigga, bro. And it's like, bro, like, you gotta understand, like, bro, if everybody looking at you like, oh, bro, he doing something, like what's he on? You know what I'm saying? What he doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? He think he better than me, like, bro. They're not gonna rock with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really have something that's relatable to everybody, bro. And like, you think of anybody who's really popped off, like, bro, Beyonce fans is carrying her now. You know what I'm saying? To this day, like they carrying her. Like anything she do, bro, is automatically gonna go up because she's gotten to the point where her fans will ride for her. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the main thing, bro. You gotta make sure that the people who's listening to your music, they're gonna ride for you. You know, and that's what's gonna carry. That's longevity. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at. And people just get caught up in like, oh, bro, nah, I want to be that nigga. And when you that nigga, you gotta remember shit. Not a lot of people rocking with you. They gunning to be that nigga. So they gonna want your spot. You know what I'm saying? So. Nah, I'm all on some, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to love everybody, I'm trying to spread some positivity, and I want to help everybody out, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I'm able to help someone, you know what I'm saying, get to a spot that they wasn't able to get to by themselves, just off of, you know what I'm saying, what I was able to do, then bro, I feel 10 times better than me, you know what I'm saying, going up by myself. You know, I'd rather see somebody else, you know what I'm saying, shine and get it out the mud than me, you know what I'm saying, be selfish and hold back all this knowledge, bro. And that's what I think the main thing, bro. People have so much knowledge and they just don't want to share it. It's like, bro, why you got all this knowledge for then? You know what I'm saying? You gotta help the next wave, bro. They don't know. And me coming up, I didn't know. I didn't have nobody showing me, bro. So I'm trying to save a lot of artists from running into the same mistakes that I came into, you know what I'm saying, when I came up. So, you know, I think that gets lost too. You know, a lot of people just don't want to help.
Nah, like nobody now. I just remember, like at a time where I was younger, you had like older brothers, big brothers, big sisters, or you had like an OG or anybody like that. Nowadays, it's like everybody's out there for themselves nowadays. And coming with that, you know, coming from Richmond, and you've seen a whole lot as far as music-wise. Do you feel like that Richmond itself is killing? Not physically killing each other, but as networking, damaging bridges. Yeah. Because it's Virginia can have its own popping city. Yeah. Like it can be like Atlanta, it can be like New York, and it can be like LA. Yeah. But the thing here is the crab in the barrel that's applied to even music or anything else. What do you think that can be the cure to stop all this madness? For sure. Yeah, you know, I think to piggyback off that, you know, Richmond itself, we got a lot of negative vibes, a lot of negative energy around here, and it's just like, you know, it is hard for musicians to really step out. I mean, think about it, we really ain't had nobody to really break down that door. I mean, we got, you know, saying Divine Council and Craig, and, you know what I'm saying, they doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, but that's more on the underground scene. I don't think we really had anybody that's like, boom, you know what I'm saying, that rep Richmond. I mean, Chris Brown, he from, but he, you know what I'm saying, he from Tappahannock, you know what I'm saying, Trey Songz, he from Petersburg, you know what I'm saying, like, Richmond really ain't had that star yet that's really, you know what I'm saying, done it and put on for the city. And I think that's the main reason a lot of people scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's scary. That's scary. Really? I think, yeah, bro, it's scary, bro. I think really what it is like, you know what I'm saying, like you bear the weight of the city, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of expectations, you know what I'm saying, that come with being that dude around here, you know what I'm saying? I think people, like, I don't know, bro. That's just how I seen, you know what I'm saying? And I seen a lot of the little homies, bro. They really out here. They trying to change that. They coming together and they doing shows and putting shows on that wasn't happening before. But it's the promoters, it's the DJs, it's a lot of it's just, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to say like it's the old heads. You know what I'm saying? But like we really trying to change that culture, bro. And that's really the main thing I think that's going on in here. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I respect it, bro, and I definitely respect your opinion, bro, because originally I'm not from Richmond. I'm from Hopewell, Virginia. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand the crab in the barrel mindset, even coming from there. But as being on a bigger platform, and a lot of people see somebody who's blowing up and they working. Consistency is key. But a lot of people dislike it because either they don't like what you're doing or they just don't like it because they try to do it, but they couldn't do it, and they're not doing it no more. Exactly. So it's a big killer, bro. And I ask a lot of people who's from here, that were born here, and people who live here in general, you know what I'm saying, about that same topic, because I feel like it's a lot of potential here, but a lot of people don't want to work or come together. Yeah. But let's get to the music. So I want to know about you. Tell me about your music that you have dropped and the ones that you really like.
For sure. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what I'm saying, I have really recently just kind of, you know what I'm saying, been in the lab a lot, kind of constructing my sound, perfecting things. I actually had dropped my lead R&B single. It was "Hold Me Down." I dropped that on Valentine's Day, and to my surprise, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people actually love that joint. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying. I got bloggers from Double XL hit me up, people from, you know what I'm saying, Atlantic Records hit me up, like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying, this ain't go. I got P. Diddy DJ telling me, yo, bro, that's a record, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing that jank, keep pushing it, keep pushing, because, bro, that's going to pop off, you know what I'm saying, and, like I touched on the CIAA, you know what I'm saying, time I went down there, it was actually a competition, and it was for Destiny's Child, what's her name, Tamara, I don't know, one of the Destiny's Child members was there, bro, and she was like, bro, you got it, you know what I'm saying, you got it, keep pushing, you know, you gonna do it, and so, once I dropped that homie down, I really got in the lab. I was like, yo, okay, well let me come up with a project that's kind of that sounds similar, you know what I'm saying, to this, and let me see what I can do. So I actually came up, you know what I'm saying, one night I was just writing and then it came together. I came up with 5 songs. I wrote 5 songs in one night, and actually, you know what I'm saying, was the title of my debut EP was a song called Set the Vibe, and I murdered that J, bro. I was in the studio, I murdered that J. And once I did that, I was like, all right, okay, I got to keep going. And so once I did that, that kind of just got the momentum started for my EP, Set the Vibe, which was actually, you know what I'm saying, it was a song at first, but it turned into my EP. And so that's really what I've been pushing. That dropped March the 8th, so that was 2 weeks ago. I've been running up, I think I got about 50,000 streams on SoundCloud in total off of that since I dropped it. And people have been loving it. You know, I've been getting a lot of feedback. But people from high school be hitting me up like, yo, Rad, I didn't know you had it like this, bro. Like, we knew you made music, but I didn't know it was like this. And like, when I get those messages, man, that really motivates me. That pushes me. That's like, all right, I'm doing something, because I know it took a lot for that person that thought, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't shit in high school, I wasn't doing nothing. For them to hit me up like, bro, you know what I'm saying, I'm a fan, I reposted your sounds on my playlist, on Spotify, you know what I'm saying, I want everybody to hear it. It's like, that means a lot to me, bro. And you don't understand, I get the messages every day. And that's really what pushes me, you know what I'm saying? That really what grinds me. I'm like, man, I'm getting fans every day from people that I never thought would rock with my music, and I'm bringing people together. So, but yeah, like I said, my debut EP, you know what I'm saying, Set the Vibe, that ain't fire, bro. It's on everywhere you can get it. It's iTunes, Spotify, but I'm really pushing that shit right now.
Yeah, man, I definitely praise the hustle. And one thing as from a young guy looking at seeing what you're doing, what is something that really drives you or influences you to keep going?
For sure. I think mainly it's just, you know, I just have the ability to see, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say, you know, it came from church, bro, pretty much, bro. I got faith, and I really have faith in myself, and faith that, you know what I'm saying, things are going to pop off. If you put in the work, you grind, you know what I'm saying, it's going to happen for you. You know, I played football my whole life, you know what I'm saying, for like 17 years, bro. So that really kind of, it taught me a different discipline, you know what I'm saying, different, you know what I'm saying, belief and confidence in myself. And I know I might, you know what I'm saying, I might come off as cocky or brash a little bit, but it's more on the, you know what I'm saying, I know what it takes to be successful. And I done put in the work to be successful, and now when it's popping off, I'm seeing the success happen, bro. I can't help but be like, bro, I told you so, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna happen. I just had to stay with it. But you know, I just love waking up and working, you know, and working for this, you know what I'm saying, working for music. This is really what drives me, this is my passion right now. And you know, I have been doing other things, but every day I wake up when I'm singing in the shower, bro, I'm like, dang, bro, like, hold up, this what I'm doing, man. Hold on, I'm saying, man, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm riding in the cars, I'm singing melodies, I'm humming melodies and stuff. I'm like, bro, you know, I think I'm doing the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I should be doing music, bro. And it's been in me, you know what I'm saying, since a youngin'. But now I'm starting to capitalize on that, and it's amazing, bro.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything as merchandise? Like you got shirts or anything that's support your habit?
Yeah, coming together. I got some shirts on design. We getting them mass, you know what I'm saying, produced right now. Those will probably be available late May. And then also I got some jackets coming together. That's gonna be available in May as well. I actually got a website launched, you know what I'm saying, last week. It's called radstayewinning.com. And that's where all my merch is gonna be available, and also all my songs and streaming. You can get everything off that. But mainly we just, you know what I'm saying, working on getting these streams, on getting these fans up, so that, you know what I'm saying, once the merch come out, it's gonna fly off, you know what I'm saying, that's really the goal.
Definitely, bro. Man, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at, bro. So they can sit there and track your music down,
Facts,
bro.
bro. Yeah, man. I'm heavy on SoundCloud at Rad State Winning. Instagram, Twitter, also at Rad State Winning. Follow me on Facebook, bro. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Spotify. Run up those streams for me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my music's fire, bro. I'm telling you, to stay in tune. I got a lot more in store, bro.
Already, bro. I want to say thank you, bro, for coming on the Wave 804 and definitely supporting, man. I support what you got going on as well. Stay focused and continue to be consistent. Definitely use your the motivation of what people of what they can do, and they try to tell you what you can do, and you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make you feel even better. But definitely keep doing your thing, and seeing somebody from the 804 is really pushing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect that, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Hey, thank you for having me on, bro. It's been a pleasure. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you have me back on here a few months from now. We're going to have some more things to talk about, bro.
Yeah. Of course. We could definitely have us a reunion, bro. I ain't mad at it. Thank you, bro. But, hey, man, shout out to my man Rad, bro, for definitely being a good person, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing. He keeps doing it. He's definitely a good dude. I said good twice. But he's definitely been doing his thing. Staying consistent, dedicated, motivated by the highest power. He's been blessed since he was a kid to keep doing it, and all power to you, bro, and just keep doing your thing, big dog.
Appreciate it, bro.
Already, man. It's another dope interview with my man Rad by Cool Boy Jeff right here. It's another dope interview, and we out, man.
That's just the way.